Hello students. Hi students. Now again I am going to give the third lecture about the topic resources and development. Again, reminding from the you, reminding you on the fourth point on the basis of ownership. I have laid point number 3 and point number 4 in the second lecture. In point number 3, there are four categories. Here, the third category I'm going to discuss. The third category is stock. Resources which have the potential to satisfy human needs, but human beings do not have enough technology to use these resources. It means there is a stock. There is a stock. Suppose you can think there is a stock inside the earth, but it is it can satisfy the human needs. But human beings do not have enough technology to use these resources. It means the technology is not available for the state. The next point is point number 4, the reserves. Reserves are the subset of stock. It is the subset of the stock. It is considered as a subset of stock. Human beings have enough technology to access these resources, but the utilization has not yet started. Stock is there. Government have the accessories to take out those things. Technology is available, but the utilization till today, till now, the utilization has not yet started. It is planted, but not started. Such type of subset is called regions. Now the classification is finished. It is given in your four categories of classification. It is finished. Now another point I am going to discuss. Problem arises because of indiscriminate use of resources. People are using resources more and more. For that reason, it is not recyclable, it is not renewable. For that reason, these type of resources, some type of resources, such as fossil fuels, are decreasing. In nearby future, what can we do without the fossil fuels? I think all of you know the meaning of fossil fuels: petroleum, diesel, uh, all the liquid gases are called fuels, and those are coming from the fossils. Problem arises because of indiscriminate use of resources. Indiscriminate and mass use. Number one, resources are depleting. It is going to finish. Depleting. Continuous using. In order to satisfy human needs, we know that people are very greedy. They want more and more. If they need two utensils to cook the food, but they have 10, 15 more than that utensils uh, in their home. So that is extra use, overuse, and that type of use is depleting the resources. Human need is more and more. People do income, and for that income, they also expenses to satisfy their needs more and more. They buy the needs. Second point is society is divided into haves and have-nots. It means in the society, people are some poor and some are very rich. For that reason, society is divided into haves, some rich people, and have-nots, some are poor people. As resources are accumulated in few hands, it means that resources are accumulated in a few hands. It means rich people have more resources and poor people have not more resources. Meaning is that third, indiscriminate exploitation of resources. Continuous exploitation of resources has led to global ecological crisis. Some people are using nature very much. They are cutting the trees, using the woods in the buildings. So they are using for their own greediness. They are using the resources more and more. For that, global ecological crisis is there. Flora and fauna, their habitat, foresting is disappearing. So oxygen is oxygen's level is going to be lower. So global ecological crisis is there. So I have completed the 3 points, all the discriminant use. Now again, I have to teach you the important topic. It may come in your examination, sustainable development. Also, we have got it in class 8. What is sustainable development? The development of resources. What kind of development of resources? It means development should take place. Development should take place. Consumption also take place without damaging the environment. And development in the present should not compromise with the needs of the future generation. It means it is given to us naturally. We have to use, but don't use indiscriminately. Don't use it indiscriminately. Because for the further generations also it is needed. So we should preserve those resources for the nearby future. Petroleum is very precious, so we have to use it very meagerly. It is used for the nearby future also. So keep in mind that go as usual but restore for the future. The next, it is called sustainable development. Then for the sustainable development, there was a summit, that is Rio de Janeiro Art Summit 1992 for this sustainable development. Rio de Janeiro Art Summit was happening in 1992. For what causes it was happening? The first United Nations Conference on Environment and Development was held on Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro is the name of a place, Brazil, in June 1992 to formulate an agenda to promote sustainable development. More than 100 heads of state participated for protection of global climatic changes and biological diversity. It means Rio de Janeiro Art Summit was held for the protection of the environment, for the sustainable development of resources, the minimum use of the resource, and preserve for the nearby future. For that reason, this summit was happens. This summit was happens in 1992 in the city of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and more than 100 heads of states participated there for the protection of climatic changes and biological diversity. They signed global forest principles. How to do afforestation? To the afforestation adopted Agenda 21. There were agenda, first agenda, second agenda, third agenda, fourth agenda, like that. 21 agendas, and in those agendas to abide and restore. In those agendas, there are some principles. There are some principles to abide and restore for the nations participated for the 100 days, means 100 states. It is given to the all over the world that you should abide these principles. So, such a principle made in the Rio de Janeiro Art Summit 1992, and it was very important at the time. So, to the from the first to the third lecture, I have finished about the after the sustainable development and the Rio de Janeiro Art Summit 1992. So, dear students, at first there was, I think, the sound quality was not clear, but now onwards it will be clear due to the some technical problem. I was not able to clearly give you sound, but the board is signing in front of you. So you should read nicely and make the notes. And again, after finishing this chapter, I will give some questions to you to uh, do as a homework or maybe for the exam online.